In this video, I'm going to take you through in just 10 minutes everything you need to know ahead of your ACCA SBL examination for the September 2026 sitting for the pre-seen information of Hasper World. My name is James, and if you'd like access to my exclusive SBL notes you can see above me that help students around the world to pass their examination, click the link in my bio or down in the description and you can have a copy yourself. I'm also delighted to say I'm affiliated and associated with the Stranti, and they offer mock examinations and pre-seen analysis packs that even if you're watching this video the night before the exam, they will still make a difference getting you to pick up those extra marks because they are based specifically on the September 2026 pre-seen information for Hasper World. And if you'd like access to those, click the link in my bio or down below and you can check those out. And for pure transparency, as always on the channel, if you were to purchase anything, I'd be entitled to a small percentage which goes to supporting the content and the channel. But let's get straight into it now. Everything that you need to know. Well, first of all, we have Hasper World on here. They are a theme park located in the country of Zealand. And the key bit for your notes here that you should apply on the exam day is that it is a family run business, 100% on there. Key page for you to get that down is on page 8 where my mouse is on the screen. We've got key names for you to get down. These are some of the family members: Henrik, Arthur, Claude, and the rest of the family who are also part of the board of directors: Susan, Marta, Joe and Leif. I've put the organisation structure broken down there that we've got 10% each for Henrik and Arthur. The current executive board have 50% and then other family members have the remaining 30% on there. Now, in terms of the customers, they attract visitors to its rides, attractions, food, retail, wider experience on there. And it's a case of just being aware that they create revenue, not just through the tickets, but through other resources. Merchandise, food and beverages, tickets, as you can see on here on page 5. The key bit for your notes for Hasper World is they do not have any hotels and resorts. That is a massive SWOT opportunity there. And we're told about that in the pre-seen notes if you go down to page 7, that you can see where my mouse is. Unlike the two larger firms, HW does not have an on-site hotel or accommodation for its visitors. Whilst we're talking about their two largest competitors, you need to go up to page number 2, as you can see on the screen here. The Zealand theme park market in 2005, there's Hasper World at 16% market share, and key words and competitors for you to get down: Dinoland at 22%, Space Park at 27% as the largest, and 35% are other competitors. Key names for you to get down to apply on the exam day and could come up in different requirements. So that links into the competitive position and the actual attractiveness. Remember that in Zealand, they are a global marketplace. Dinoland and Space Park have accommodation and hotels. They attract customers who are internationally based, and we are told from the customer segmentation, popular international tourism destination. They want vibrant history, traditions, warm climate on there. And that's where we also have the breakdown that the majority of the customers are really families with their children, or you get some young adult groups who also go on the rides on there. Speaking of rides, some are open all year round, some are only open partway through the year. This is because of bad weather from November to February. Things like the larger roller coasters, the drop rides, the ones where there's a bigger risk to health and safety, they are closed. So that means for your notes that you need to get down from March to October. This is where you'll see it in the seasonality paragraph that you'll see on the screen on page 8 on the right hand side. Key point there, March to October are when all of the rides are open, and that can link into areas as to actually maximising revenue. What about the staffing issues that we could have on here? Major things to be aware of. The next key thing is involving technology and advances in it. People are going to theme parks, and you need to know the difference between an amusement park and a theme park. Amusement park is just a smattering of rides and things that are going on in one location, a bit sort of random, whereas a theme park has certain themes attached to it. And also on top of that, the visitors are now wanting apps. They're wanting these wristbands. This is where we've got the radio frequency identification. We also have for Harper World that they have an app and a website. which are things that can include things like virtual reality and augmented reality on there, also about queue times, kind of just giving a better overall experience. However, the flip side of that, we've got technology on page 6 there, but of course, when we're talking about these areas, you've also got to consider the risks, which are on page 10, cybersecurity on there, impact adversely if there was a data breach, all of these different aspects you can link back to risk and the TARA model from the SBL syllabus. Operationally wise, you've got to consider that heavy weather, as we talked about, the safety and security. Always in the SBL examination, something is going to go wrong. Ethic could come up on there again. It could be linking to potentially the customer satisfaction. We've got lots of young seasonal workers, 80% of them are aged 18 to 25 on there, and we have 100 full-time equivalent staff as well. So you could link it into recruitment purposes, training, safety particularly is a major thing embedded throughout. And if there is an issue on the exam day that you are referring to, make sure you link it back to the industry body and the risk that the organisation for amusement park operators could take away the operating licence. That could link to a legal point in a pestle analysis for Hasper World if they didn't meet the requirements. So what they need to do is work on their internal processes, and if they need to pay to bring in some expert external help to make sure they hit the criteria, that is definitely something, again, for you to talk about. Next has to be sustainability on there. It's becoming even more important to customers, and you can see it in the values at the bottom on here that it is always linking into, well, we've got the mission and the vision, what they're trying to do for the visitors, but then also minimizing the impact on the resources, the local community, and the entertainment as well, that it meets the expectation of the visitors. Lots more customers and visitors are more actual, that the environmental impact of the places that they're going are changing which park they're going to visit and why. And this is where you've got to be thinking about on here. You can link it back to some of the key stats that 10 million visitors in 2005 for some of the 3 largest actual theme parks on there. Market growth drivers, this is where, again, get those keynotes down. They've got high disposable levels or increasing disposable levels of income on there, popularity for themed and entertaining brands, technology as well, and all of these aspects are making it a significant thing as to why visitors are going there. Next, we have the numbers you must know. Key thing for your notes on here is it's all great that we're given KPIs, revenue per visitor, visitor numbers on there, this net promoter score, so a measure of a likelihood that a visitor is likely to actually come back. So you can see it down here. Quite a lot are, as you will imagine, revenue based. However, the key things on here is not what we're provided with, but what are we actually not provided with. So something for you to link down in your notes is, we've been given all those values on the left-hand side about the planet and security and safety and different stakeholder groups and responsiveness on there. However, in terms of the KPIs, we've not got a KPI on sustainability. We haven't got anything on profitability. We haven't got anything on costing on there as well. There are lots of things as to what haven't been included, and you'd have thought, well, if they've got them so embedded within the values, also with things like safety and risk and accidents reports perhaps, they're not included in any of the stats as well. Lastly, for your notes, if you go back up to pages 2 and 3 now, there are some key stats and figures for you to actually apply on the exam day that could apply to a variety of different areas. So the population of Dealand is 60 million people on there. So they've got lots of people that could come to the theme parks. The next one on page 2 is that theme park market earned in Dealand an estimated revenue of $1 billion in 2005, and it's expected to grow for the next 5 years at over 10% on there. So another key stat from an economic point of view. And lastly, as we've touched on before, increasing by 4% the amount of visitors that were attracted to the top 3 companies for theme parks, to which Harper World was one of them. Again, it's a growing marketplace. They don't have hotels. They want to attract more international guests. Could be a topical area to come up on your exam, along with not forgetting some of the other models and theories you can see on my notes, which, of course, if you would like a copy of those, please feel free to actually click the link in the description of this video or check it out in my bio. You can look at this in a lot more time. That takes you through everything you need to know in 10 minutes. If you're looking to do a mock exam last minute, click the link in my bio and check out those for Astranti along with their full pre-scene analysis packs. They have questions based on the specific pre-scene information. You'll see questions on pestle, porters, SWOT analysis, and that could be the difference in getting you the 50 plus. Well, to help you out with that, I'm going to put another video now on the screen. I'll see you on the other side and best of luck with your revision.